Ayo, how's there still traffic? This is the road builder mod. With it you can do great things like taking this normal road and changing the speed limit to 100 kilometers an hour on it. Also you can edit the road layout like deleting the parking opportunity or even adding more lanes to it, just like that. So I'm gonna add a bunch of lanes. This is what a 100-lane road layout would look like, and people are allowed to drive 100 on it. So I am gonna take this 100-lane road and I'm building a massive line. I'm sure you've seen this amazing infrastructure project. It often talks about traffic, but a 100-lane highway is the ultimate traffic solution. So let's try to build a city on this layout and see what happens. Let's add in a bunch of industry, I guess immediately on both sides. Then we need some commercial and next medium density housing. A lot of that. Next up, of course, people want services. Look at that, this large street even has infrastructure. So let's throw down a water pumping station just right here, directly on this large street. I'm just gonna dump sewage in the same area. And finally for electricity, let's get in a coal power plant for now, connected up with the high voltage lines. And now we have our first people moving in. The city is losing a bunch of money because the road maintenance costs 250,000, but I'm just gonna speed up time. Here we have our first people moving in, and so far traffic is pretty awesome. This is how it's supposed to be, the American dream. Great thing as well, there's people just turning around like this. Oh, and someone's just standing here. What are you doing and why are you floating? These guys also just don't mind the street at all. That's really funny to see. So far traffic is just really crazy, but we're up to 200 people in our city. And with that, let's just continue zoning. We have more demand for commercial, so that can fill in right here. And of course, we're building all the special buildings as we unlock them. This is the Fleur de Thé. They should have a pretty large customer base here in this utopia. And why not give them an elementary school? I mean, parents surely love this elementary school right at the 100-lane highway. And even though we have this amazing highway, apparently traffic flow is not at 100%. I don't think this is true. I mean, there's no traffic jam at all here. So that is just really fake news. Next up, let's try to make people happy. They want a medical clinic. Let's give them one, as well as a police station. Maybe that will stop the reckless driving. We can really see the traffic picking up. Oh, and there's even some, what's that, like deer on the road? What are you guys doing here? How is it that you're just chilling, crossing the road? This can't be right. Oh, and here is where it gets problematic. Good things physics don't exist in this game, man. They're even looking to the right to see if there's oncoming traffic. Pretty nice place to just chill and eat some grass. Oh guys, watch out, there's someone coming. Oh guys, yeah, better look to the right. Oh, there's another one. Whoa. You should be dead by now. Good luck with your mission. While watching the deer, we reached milestone 4. This unlocks offices, so let's throw in some of them. It gives us low rent housing, which is a form of high density, pretty great. So we get tons of people in, and I'm going to spend development points on parking lots as well as the crematorium. If you remember, our street does not have any parking, so let's put in some parking opportunities by hand in just a few different spaces. That should make people happy, and we'll check in back in a second how they fill up. Next, let's provide some death care with a crematorium. We can put it here next to the parking lot. Population is growing really fast. 200 an hour, we are up to 1,000. Let's throw in all the special buildings we unlock as we go for all the positive buffs. Then let's give them some parks. Great thing, the park functions as well on the other side of the street. And finally, let's add a landfill on the whole other side of the line. That way these trash collecting vehicles have a very long way to drive. Look at that, they're going all the way to the end there. A lot of industry here is complaining about a lack of labor. So let's just wait for a moment and let things zone in here. The parking lots seem full now, but somehow there's a traffic jam. What's happening here? What do you want to do? I think these are all people that want to go to a parking lot. And that creates this weird kind of traffic jam. I mean, this parking lot is full anyway, and all these other ones want to cross through the entire street. That's kind of funny, but good thing we have 100 lanes. That allows for people to still continue driving. We're up to 2,000 population. We have some more special buildings to put down. And I wonder, is this the case with the other parking lots? No. The other parking lots seem kind of empty, but that's also because there's somehow no demand here. Oh, and are these new assets? I've never seen this kind of commercial building anywhere, even with tons of parking lots. Demand is still at zero because we still have so much area zoned. I mean, there's still tons of new things being built, but this parking lot traffic jam really seems like an issue. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you guys just standing here like this in the middle of a 100 street highway? Like, what's up with you? And there's even people trying to cross the street by foot, and then they are just standing here. Good luck to you. We just hit milestone 5. Our city is profitable for the first time now, but let's actually slash taxation of residential, maybe even make it negative, so we have more people moving in faster. I really want to fill this entire line. We still have so much more space to go. I placed down 2 more special buildings. We also unlocked post offices, so let's get in some of those in various locations. Everything to keep our people happy. Then they want internet connection, so let's give them a radio mast. Great thing is everything is along the line. That makes it somewhat easier to get in all the coverage we need, and this is how it looks like on a line. Finally, we're getting a slither of industry demand. Let's try to put that all the way here on the other end of the city. I guess we're quite lucky in how the wind is going, because on this end the wind is going to the end, and then here in the middle somewhere it changes, and on the other end it goes to the left, so we can have industry on both sides without polluting the city itself. I guess since we're here, we could also exploit some of the natural resources. We have a good bit of oil, and then we can put up some farms as well for grain, for cotton, a lot of variation. Just that way we should very soon be importing less. Our largest deficit is coal. Maybe we can get in a small coal mine here as well, but I make sure to surround that with some offices since we have some more demand right now, just so no one gets too close to that and complains about pollution. We're slowly getting there. Our own production is slowly ramping up in all of the domains. Checking back in with the parking lots. What are you doing, guys? What is happening here? This is a 100 lane highway. How is this a traffic jam on a 100 lane highway? This can't be true. This annoys me so much right now. I want to see what happens if I just disable these parking lots. Will it stop the traffic jam? I hope so. Or maybe it will just move it down to a later parking lot. We'll see. But for now, traffic is flowing better than before. Things are keeping moving again. So I'm just gonna let it flow and see what happens. I wonder, where are you guys going then? Like, let's take this blue car. You want to go, well, to the outside? Like, technically you want to go here, but maybe you can't because you need to park your car somewhere. That's kind of interesting. So just maybe it would help if we make it that buses arrive in the city with passengers from the outside. Like, what happens if we do a bus stop here and then we draw in a line from here, maybe to the outside. Oh, actually, let's get in another bus stop. We can get in multiple varying ones. So let's just add a bunch of stops here, but make sure to connect to the outside, then bring everything around, go to the outside and back in here. Now we have our first bus route, and look at that, the first buses are leaving. And maybe they will soon come back with the first citizens. In the meantime, it looks like we're facing problems of electricity production. Let's throw down a few wind turbines. That should help it for a bit. And now we got more high density residential demand. Let's get that in right here. I mean, we have the new bus station anyway. That should allow for more people to get here. Let's take a look. Yes, some buses are arriving, but they're empty right now. I am not so sure what this one bus is doing. path finding is kind of difficult here. But if we look at the first bus coming from the outside, let's take a look. It's filled, 80 people. Here's the second one that apparently is empty, but there's definitely people arriving with these new buses. So that's definitely something positive that we have them. We have growing demand for medium density. So we can just go ahead and continue zoning and keep our population growing. We're at 4,000, growing at 400 an hour. And so far this line is working really great. We solved the traffic jam issues by disabling the parking, and we have 40 passengers waiting at this bus stop. Just a shame that it's all these buses driving behind each other, but as they operate, the gap should increase. At these parking lots, there is now another traffic jam forming. So I'm immediately just going ahead and disabling them. And I guess I'll have to do that with these ones as well. Just a shame they don't work well at this 100 line city. And now since the buses are working great, I'm just gonna build up more bus stops all the way to the edge of the map along the entire line so that we have service everywhere. I guess at some point that will even reduce traffic, but for now let's just go ahead and zone up all these lines. I'm gonna make this bus cross over here to the other lane and then go back so they don't overlap the entire path. And just like that, we got another bus route. Let's give these vehicles a red color. And here they are already leaving. And I guess if this is working so well, why don't we add our own taxi depot in this city? I mean, these exist in the game. I just hit milestone 6. Let's get in the other taxi depot as well. Milestone 6 didn't really give us anything. The next interesting milestone will be 8 with the high density housing. For now, we just zone as soon as demand pops up. We have industrial demand here, so let's zone up more industry. And I guess we could try adding some taxi stands here, as well as further in the downtown area. And yes, it looks like these taxi depots are actually in use. 6 of these 25 taxis right now. I'm gonna give it a dispatch center so they can pick up any citizens. At some point this will make taxi kind of one of the main ways of transportation in the city. Next up, I want to give my citizens some better parks. We now have the park maintenance depot and the large parks. We can build neo barracks. They really have a large area of influence. And now the only negative modifier is unreliable healthcare coverage. So let's add another medical clinic, even with some extension wings. Also, I want to make the garbage processing kind of more sustainable. So I'm going to add a recycling center that will just go here as well. And then I'm seeing this one bus line does not have enough vehicles. So I guess we'll just build another bus depot. That way things should be fixed. I'll add some mixed use housing. And then it's just time to let things simulate for a bit. I am just seeing all the way back there. There is apparently a power outage. Let's try to take a look at it. Yeah, so these buildings don't have any electricity right now. So let's see if we can spend some development points on anything nice. Maybe we can make use of a geothermal power plant. Let's see if there's by any chance. Yes, there is some groundwater right here. Also connected up with the grid. That should take care of a lot of electricity now. We're also again in a large deficit. Most of our expenses come from roads, garbage and healthcare. Also communications is apparently really expensive. So we just need to grow really fast. And we are about to cross 10,000 in population. Checking in with our bus lines, these are at pretty good usage. A lot of passengers are using these buses. I'm even gonna slash ticket prices on them. And it looks like mostly people coming from the outside are really keen on these buses. So let's increase the number of assigned vehicles to really keep things going here. Funnily enough, there's something else I just saw, which is the house numbering. So this is 1752 Bayview Street. This entire street is called Bayview Street, and if I go all the way here to the beginning, this is one of the first houses that I built. It's 164 Bayview Street, and the further we go down this line, the higher these numberings get. All the way at the end here, it's currently at 4470 Bayview Street. Maybe we can even crack the 5000s, but for now, more industry is what's needed. And production-wise, this is how we're looking. we actually have a surplus of coal now. That's pretty great to see. The other things are still in deficit, but we don't really have a factory or power plant that needs any of these, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Traffic is still okay. Here at the bus stops, we can see tons of people walking, so these buses are really doing a great job. All these buses actually carry passengers, so that's really great. And just at the places where new people are moving in, we have these lines of cars, but that's fine. And there's also people trying to cross the street. Man, that must be dangerous, but good luck to you. Good thing you're wearing a pink shirt. After some time, I had to build a second sewage outlet because the first one was over capacity, and I got a bunch more demand. I hit the next milestone, and this gave me high density housing, which I zoned a lot of. Then I zoned some more medium density as well, and commercial. That way a lot of the line is already zoned. Let's also try to provide some education with an elementary school and a high school. There's an electricity bottleneck. We can fix that with a transformer station. I need more water, and now I can let things run again. Look at these great new skyscrapers. The city is now up to 20,000 population. Traffic is quite busy as well, but the 100 lanes really make it not that apparent. There are just a few healthcare issues, and I think back here it's not a traffic jam, it's a traffic accident. These things happen. The city is back to being profitable, just barely. I have basically everything in the city zoned now. I mean, I can put a bit more commercial here, some offices here in the empty spaces. But apart from that, and the small island here, which I'm going to give a bit more high density, really everything is zoned up. And now the game plan would be to increase the density. Specifically here, I have some lower density housing that needs to be increased, which would further increase traffic. I mean, we also have tons of people walking around everywhere, but my issue really is that my PC is too bad. I'm a 20,000 population. Look at how slow time is progressing. Everything here is going really, really slow. So I'm just gonna wait again for another hour, see what happens with the city. That's what you're seeing right now. It just developed a tiny bit further. This is me flying across the entire thing that we built. Please subscribe so I can soon buy a better PC and increase the density on this line even further. The 100 lane highway definitely solves the traffic issues here, unless one builds parking spaces. Let me know if you have any other crazy ideas. Thank you for watching and happy gaming.